How's business at the pub these days?
That new lass doesn't drink much, so we're way overstocked on booze.
Believe me, Taron's got other vices.
Oh, I'm aware. We had a nice long chat a few hours ago.
I thought I smelled just a hint of pussy in the air.
Guilty as charged, love. Though, I must say, I do respect Taron quite a bit. Her endless wanking is both a disability and an addiction latent in her own biology, all wrapped up into one serious fat problem she can never solve. Her resume is impressive on its own. When you consider what she's accomplished in spite of her issues and the technological limitations of her species, to me, she's quite admirable. Also, delicious.
Did you get any security tips from Taron?
Absolutely. Miss Kraask identified several vulnerabilities that were overlooked by the original designer of the Mary Celeste, whoever that may be.
Such as?
Apparently, it was possible to enter the ship through a small gap between the rear thruster's safety plating, which retracts moments before entering a warp gate. She tested it by spacewalking across the hull to the edge of the thrusters, and then perfectly timed a dive through the narrow opening just seconds prior to ignition. She also stated that the investigation made her so frickin' horny that she fapped for almost 30 minutes straight.
How about this whole senior revelation?
It almost makes me wish that the Cloy never stopped rampaging across the galaxy back in the day. At least the friggin' Xenu would have been gone.
Well, me and the new girl took one out, so that's a start.
Taron's great, by the way. We definitely need to have a talk with her about that hair, though. Ugh.
I've got a question about Nykith anatomy.
Are you wondering how it's possible for Taron to produce more ejaculate in an hour than you've seen in your entire life? The females of most species are capable of what we commonly refer to as squirting. A solar like me, for example, could potentially run dry after a particularly rigorous series of orgasms. However, Nykith have the ability to draw in moisture through their epidermis, similar to amphibians. That could potentially give them a nearly limitless supply. That's all depending on the environment in which said squirting takes place, of course. It's why they prefer planets with high humidity.
You lost me at rigorous series of orgasms.
I'll tell you what, Captain. Send Taron to my lab, and I'll investigate this matter personally.